Caitlin Clark breaks down how teams guard her and why she welcomes the new WNBA's officiating. Caitlin Clark continues to be the center of attention in the WNBA, not only because of her elite production, but also because of the intense defensive pressure she faces every night and her surprising support for the league's new officiating standards. Caitlin Clark has quickly become the most heavily guarded player in the WNBA, forcing opposing teams to completely reshape their defensive schemes whenever they face the Indiana Fever. Through the opening stretch of the 2026 season, Clark has once again demonstrated why she remains one of the league's biggest stars, averaging impressive scoring and playmaking numbers while drawing constant defensive attention. During an appearance on the podcast Post Moves with Candace Parker and Aaliyah Boston, Clark openly discussed the physical style of defense she encounters every game. According to the Fever guard, opponents consistently pressure her full court, aggressively fight through screens, and attempt to disrupt her rhythm with constant contact. Clark acknowledged that her smaller frame compared to many defenders often makes physical play the primary strategy teams use against her. Rather than criticizing the league's toughness, Clark explained that she understands physicality is part professional basketball. However, she also admitted that the intensity occasionally crossed a line during portions of last season. That experience is one reason she has publicly supported the WNBA's renewed emphasis on freedom of movement, officiating entering the 2026 campaign. Caitlin Clark surprisingly supports stricter officiating. The WNBA created an off-season officiating task force involving coaches, executives, and league officials to improve game flow and reduce excessive physical play. Clark has become one of the league's most vocal supporters of those changes, arguing that better officiating standards will improve the overall product on the court for players and fans alike. Her support stands out because several prominent WNBA figures have criticized the league's whistle-heavy approach early this season. Breanna Stewart recently described one game's lack of flow as insane, while veteran coach Cheryl Reeve expressed frustration after a game featuring an unusually high number of free throws. Even Fever head coach Stephanie White questioned officiating decisions during games Clark publicly defended afterward. Clark's perspective carries weight because she experiences some of the league's most aggressive defensive treatment nightly. During her rookie season, she drew more technical fouls than almost every player in the WNBA, highlighting both her competitive fire and the emotional intensity surrounding games involving the young superstar. Her passionate reactions toward referees have already become part of her growing public image. That fiery personality was again visible during a recent matchup against the Los Angeles Sparks when Clark received a technical foul following an offensive foul dispute. After the Fever secured the victory, Clark admitted she deserved the technical and surprisingly praised the referees publicly. Teammate Aaliyah Boston later joked that she sometimes has to physically pull Clark away from officials during heated moments. The WNBA is entering a new era of accountability. The league's renewed focus on officiating standards largely stems from escalating physical incidents during the 2025 season, including a controversial matchup between Indiana and the Connecticut Sun that featured multiple confrontations and ejections. League officials reportedly believe referees failed to establish control early enough in those games, allowing physicality to intensify throughout contests. As part of the officiating overhaul, referees are now evaluated through expanded internal review systems that could influence assignments and postseason opportunities. League officials are also reportedly considering a last 2-minute report system similar to the NBA's, designed to improve transparency and accountability around late-game officiating decisions. Ultimately, Clark's comments reflect a broader understanding of where the WNBA currently stands. The league is experiencing unprecedented growth, national attention, and television exposure, making game quality and consistency more important than ever. By supporting stricter officiating despite regularly being one of the league's most targeted players physically, Clark has positioned herself not only as the face of the WNBA's present, but also as an important voice shaping its future.